Peace and blessings, people. How y'all doing? Welcome to my channel. Today, I was gonna make a video yesterday, but about this situation, this ordeal. But I wanted to wait and gather my thoughts because it was just very upsetting to me to see what transpired. By now, y'all all know what transpired in Memphis with Tyre Nichols. With that being said, I'm just gonna show this video right here. I'm gonna show this video. Give me a second, please.
With that video, and we warn you, what you're about to watch is graphic and disturbing.
Disturbing video released by the city of Memphis shows the violent arrest of Tyre Nichols on January 7th. Police stopped the 29-year-old father not too far from his home. Body cam footage shows officers were immediately confrontational. At one point, Nichols is tased, but runs away. At a second location, you can see officers holding Nichols' arms, beating him repeatedly as he screams for his mom. It took more than 20 minutes for paramedics to arrive and provide medical attention. Nichols died at the hospital 3 days later.
That could have been me. Not his, personal, but that could be any of us, even you.
Lawyers for Nichols' family have said the assault brings back painful memories of the 1991 beating of Los Angeles driver Rodney King. King's daughter also saw this video.
Hey, that man was begging from jump. When they pulled him over, he was begging. I can hear it in his voice. He knew he was going to die.
In Nichols' hometown, Sacramento, dozens, including his siblings, gathered to pray.
If you're a sister, imagine this is your brother. If you're a brother, imagine this is your brother.
5 of the officers involved have been fired and charged with second-degree murder. The fallout continues.
Well, y'all see it. Man, it makes me sick to my stomach. It's an outrage, really. What makes it so bad for me is that the fact that these are 5 police officers, 5 black police officers, inflicting this type of violence on a helpless black man. A black man that pretty much could have been any of their cousins, brothers, could have been any of their nephews. I mean, us as black men in America, and I think we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot, and I mean, we talk about black on black violence amongst each other. We talk about, gang violence as far as Crips and Bloods, and you got the drill music scene, blacks killing blacks. So as a black man, you gotta look out for that. We know we gotta look out for, it's not no secret that we are, leery of the police, mainly white police officers. We are leery because these are people that are placed into our community that really don't understand our culture. They really don't understand us. They live other places outside of the community and they come and police our communities. So we are leery of them based on what history has shown, what they have done in the past. But now here we are, we come to the realization that, we either gotta watch out for the black officers that pretty much can identify with my music, my food, my way of life, because we share this black and brown skin. But yet, now that they have become police officers, they don't see us as an extended family member. They see us as criminals. They see us as nothing. Because it's all about the blue wall of silence. It's all about the brotherhood, We are at a time when the people that we see as those placed in a position where they're supposed to serve and protect, we are fearful of you. We are fearful of you, white officer, black officer, because y'all all showing us who you really are. These people get these positions of power by putting that badge on, and it goes to their head. And you could tell by the conversation that these officers had after the beating about the punches they're thrown, the kicks they thrown, how they beat them. It was just another day at the office. It's just another day in the field, in the black community. So we can't be like, oh, this is an isolated incident with these officers. No, it's not. You know, it's a saying like, you know, black men, we don't like going to the hospital. We don't like going to the clinics and getting checkups. You know, black men also, we don't like stopping and asking people for directions. You know, certain things we just don't like. We don't like that we get stopped by a police officer where people don't understand. And if we get handled a certain way, once we get out of the situation, we kind of leave it alone, knowing that we should have filed a report. We should have put in some type of a complaint or grievance. We'll let it go because we just happy that, yo, we out of there. We happy that we got some type of leniency. We got something that we can live with. So we let it go, knowing that we should have filed some type of complaint. Because I say that to say that they say that these officers, you know, like for the most part, I think I heard like they didn't have, they pretty much don't got a messed up record. But they don't have a messed up record maybe because black men really don't report, you know, brutality amongst the police officers. We kind of let it go. You know, if we get a slap on the wrist or we get let go, we kind of be like, forget about it. But we need to stop that. We need to file those complaints. We need to put in those grievances. We need to call it what it is. If you are being unjustly treated by a police officer, we need to put it out there. So when things like this happen, it's a track record. It's a track record that can be followed. Man, I just feel like just seeing the video, man, people talked about how it could have been someone else's brother or sister or whatever. It could have been anybody, but I look at it, it could have been me. You know, it could have been me. And I'm one of them individuals that when the police even get behind me, I don't even got to be dirty or nothing. I just don't like the idea. I get a little butterfly in my stomach. I get a little nervous, you know, because of the track record that the police officers got. And I think a lot of African American men can identify with me with that. You don't even got to be dirty. You don't got to be doing nothing. You know, it's just the power that they possess. And we know that there's a lot of dirty officers out there. Don't get me wrong. There's some decent officers out there to really serve and protect and do their job and do it well. But then you got those people that take these tests, they put on these badges, and they got hidden agendas, both black and white. It's just sad. It's sad when you really look at the video and really think about it. I mean, every act of violence that could have been inflicted amongst a human being was done to this man. I mean, you slam him to the ground. Just look at it. You slam him to the ground. You pepper sprayed him. You tased him. You used your baton on him. You kicked him. You held his hands and y'all took turns punching him. I mean, what more was there left? You did everything violent to the man but stab him and cut him. And you did that all while wearing the badge that you chose to put on when you raise your hand saying that you swear to uphold the law. And this is what you call upholding the law? Beating on another black man. All five of you should be ashamed. All five of you. You know, losing your job and being hit with a charge, being hit with second-degree murder. All right, besides from that, you should feel ashamed. Your family should make you feel ashamed. When you look in the mirror, you should be ashamed of what you did. This is the world that we are in. This is the world that we are all raising children in. We got so many threats out there. And it's crazy when you can't even feel comfortable calling 911. We don't feel comfortable calling you people because we don't know who's going to show up. So we are scared of you. We are very scared of you. think the beating was way worse than the Rodney King beating. It was way worse. And when you really think about it, this man was like they say he was like 3 houses away from his house. You beating him, he's calling his mom, hoping that she hears him. It's crazy. But this is what we're dealing with. This is what we are faced with, people. We gotta do better. We gotta do better as black people. Bottom line, we gotta do better as black people. There's things that need to be fixed when it comes to this justice system. But as black people, as black men, we gotta do better. Where's the love at? Where's the love for your brother? Things ain't gonna get no better until we discuss these things, see them for what they are, and then talk about a solution. Because we always talk about the problems, but we don't never get to the solution. Why do we have such self-hate for each other? I mean, these officers laughed at the way they beat that man. They was laughing and joking about it. That alone is sickening. I don't know. I don't know where we headed. I don't know where this nation is headed. I don't know where we are headed as black and brown people. But it's time for us to come together. This is a perfect example of telling us, yo, it's time for us to come together and change our mindset. We gotta change our mindset. So I'm just gonna stop this video here. And I just hope that, you know, we get something out of this. I hope that brother's death isn't in vain. I hope he gets justice. I hope his family gets justice. And I hope that this is a learning experience. We can learn something from this tragedy. So, with that being said, until the next time, y'all have a good day. And I'm out.